The Houston Rockets are here. I can't even say they coming anymore. I think they're like one piece away from really being a championship contender. Y'all remember like a year ago when OKC was good, Shea almost won the MVP, but folks felt like they a piece away. And they went and got Isaiah Hartenstein and bought in Alex Caruso. Now they're a real threat to win the NBA championship. Well, I feel like this with the Houston Rockets. They're one piece away. Don't you know that the Houston Rockets are the third best team in the NBA and the second best team in the Western Conference behind who? The OKC Thunder. I love the way this team is operating right now. And a big part of this team is the coach, Ime Udoka. This man should be the front runner for coach of the year. Like, what he's doing with these young guys is simply amazing. You have to watch the games to understand what I'm talking about, though. Everybody on the team and bought in. You know, when you have a young team, it's rare that you see all the players buy into what the coach is coaching, believe the system. When you look at the Houston Rockets, most people would say Jalen Green is their best player. Well, on any night, anyone could be a leading scorer. I done seen multiple games where Fred VanVleet done been their leading scorer, Jalen Green done been their leading scorer, Prince Sagoon done been their leading scorer, and Amen Thompson done been their leading scorer. And Dylan Brooks. Let's talk about Dylan Brooks. A lot of folks thought he was washed up. You know, he poked the bear supposedly when he went at LeBron James. They tried to get him out the league. This man went to the Houston Rockets on a 4-year deal, and he playing ball cross there. You know, and he let the Boston Celtics have it last night. 36 points, 3 rebounds, 10 for 14 from 3 on 55% shooting from the field. When Dylan Brooks give you production like that, the sky's the limit for this team, because most people look at Dylan Brooks as just a glue guy, a guy that gonna play defense. This team is special, folks. You know, they very versatile. When you look at this game here, Sagoon only had 11 points, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds. He's supposedly your second or best player on the team. He played third fiddle this game. You know what I'm saying? Fred VanVleet, 5.7 rebounds, 7 assists. You feel me? Torrey Eason, 6-6. Steven Adams, 4-4. This team is nice. Jalen Green, that boy had number 12 points, 6 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? But we have to talk about the star on the rise, Amen Thompson. 33 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. He can guard 1 through 4. He's 6'7". He's a point guard, though. Having him in that lineup with a Prince Sagoon makes this team dangerous. I always said that before the Houston Rockets could take the next step, that they needed to get another point guard that could pass, because Fred VanVleet is a shooter. He's a scorer. Man, they didn't hit the jackpot with Amen Thompson. Like, he's enjoying his role and he's flourishing at it, man. When you watch the games, it's like he's going at a totally different pace than everyone else. He reminds me of Shawn Marion. Y'all remember Shawn Marion, who won the championship with the 2011 Dallas Mavericks and was a big part of Steve Nash's career and a big part of Steve Nash winning them 2 MVPs that he won. You know what I'm saying? He reminds me of that guy, man. Athletic, energy for days, gonna run the floor all night. Endurance is on 100. Once he start improving that 3-point shot, look out. Amen Thompson will be an all-star in this league, folks. He's that good. I can see it now, man. When you look at this past month, look at all the teams that the Houston Rockets then beat. They beat the Knicks. They beat Memphis twice. They swept the season series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And now they just beat the Boston Celtics. Come on, man. Like, that was a fun game from start to finish. A lot of storylines. Second in the West, versus second in the East. Y'all remember Ime Udoka was assistant coach for the Celtics. You know, he had some controversy. They kicked him to the curb. They went to the Houston Rockets. They was like, go over there. That team ain't about nothing. Go coach that AAU team. And he done turned this AAU team into a threat in the Western Conference. Top team in the Western Conference. I'm not saying they're going to contend for a championship this year, but you never know. All it takes for a team to have a few injuries, and they could be right up in there contending for a championship. You know what I'm saying? Because I love the way this team plays. They one of the few teams in the NBA who play inside-out basketball. They don't care about shooting them threes. But lately, they have been knocking down them threes. Sky's the limit for this team. You know what I'm saying? That three ball is not their first option. Now, if you give it to them, they're going to take it. But they play through a Prince Sagoon in that paint. Just imagine when Jabari Smith Jr. come back. This team is legit, folks. They play on both sides of the ball. They pride themselves in defense. When Ime Udoka was playing in the league, when he was playing for the San Antonio Spurs, he was a 3-and-D guy. His main job was to play defense and knock down that three ball. And it seems like that's exactly how the Houston Rockets are playing right now, man. I haven't seen this club play together and be competitive like they are in a while. They are coming, folks. You know what? Like I mentioned earlier, they not coming. They are here. You know, the media can't ignore them no more. They like to ignore these guys because they young. They don't feel they really can do anything. But it's time for the world to start paying attention to this Houston Rockets team. They are legit. Watching that game against the Boston Celtics, you know, they went at it. It was a heavyweight fight, folks. Like, for real, I'm not exaggerating. It was a heavyweight fight. One team a jab, the other one a hook. One team a throw the body shot, another one to throw the straight. Like, it was a heavyweight fight, man. And in the fourth quarter, the Celtics went on a 10-1 run. I was like, man, come on, Houston. Y'all been playing too good to let the Celtics just mop the floor with y'all in the fourth. After that, man, the Houston Rockets locked in, and they went stole this game, man. Amen Thompson hit the game-winning shot and said, I felt like Kobe after that. I love when players play homage to players before them, especially to the Bean, because they be trying to erase Bean from history. I loved it, man. I started jumping up like a kid, and I'm a grown man. You know, that's how much I enjoy watching this team. When you look at the season, you know, this been a dismal season of blowouts, low management, and underperforming stars. The Rockets are a standout feel-good story and a testament to great coaching and inspired players. I can't put it no other way. When you look at this Houston Rockets team, they're on pace to win like 55, 56 wins. Man, that's amazing. And what's really impressive, they not beating up on a lot of scrubs. They not beating on the bottom half of the NBA. They're beating top echelon teams. The Boston Celtics are the cream of the crop. They're the defending champs. And they went toe-to-toe with these guys and beat them on the road. Like, you have to respect that. I love the way this team rebounds. Amen Thompson, one of the best rebounders in the league. Think about that for a second. This team is one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. They're one of the best defensive teams in the league. The only hole on their team is their free throw shooting. You know, last night they were 71% from the free throw line, while the Celtics shot 95% from the free throw line. But anywhere else, they're great. They only had 7 turnovers in this game to the Boston Celtics 14. Think about that for a second. This team had 29 assists compared to the Celtics 21 assists. Think about that for a second. And they shot 41% from the field compared to the Celtics 39%. Think about that for a second. You know what I'm saying? This team deserves all the credit they're getting because they've earned it, man. No one was giving them a chance to do anything. And they're showing you. It ain't about the names, you know. It's about the system. It's about the coach. It's about believing in one another. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like they got that down packed, man. I've been watching these boys from the start of the season. They're legit. Y'all let me know in the comment section how far you think the Houston Rockets can go. And do you see Amen Thompson as a future all-star? Because that boy balling, man. 22, 11, and 6 on the season. 56% shooting. He cold with it. This Sports Savvy TV. I'm signing out, people. Like, comment, subscribe.